chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right. What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right. What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right.
Welcome to Full Circle, your source of health, business, and entertainment. And today, we're focusing on health. We're focusing on Thanksgiving vegan ideas. I have the one and only Al, the vegan chef, right here once again on Full Circle. I want to welcome you back today.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great.
All right. Are you getting ready for the Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm gearing up. They got me busy right now. Yeah.
Busy, pretty busy.
Pretty busy.
I'm sure. Making a lot of different dishes for this year.
Yeah, a lot of my people this year, because I've been doing Thanksgiving for like the last 7 years in my family. So now people starting to request, my vegan dishes now. So they keep me busy.
All right,
Yeah.
All right. So the last time you were here, you actually made, what was the dish?
I believe I did a wheat bow tie pasta with a eggplant, tomato, and garlic marinara sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right. And it was actually pretty good.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the dishes that you brought in today.
Well, first what I brought in collard greens. And this is, a classic dish here. And what I did with this, because most of the time when people cook collard greens, they have a problem overcooking them. And when you overcook them, you take all the nutrients out. And then the bad part about that, which a lot of people, what I've started noticing about a lot of people, not only do they take the nutrients out, but they also put the wrong things in. Too much salt, they're using pork, or, it's just a lot of things that I watch people do that really turns this total opposite way. Even from the time that they break it down and start cutting it, you're at odds, because that also, what that does is start to take a toll on your digestive system. It's not so much as the actual green, it's the rib of the greens and how you cut them, which creates the problem for your digestive system.
Well, see, I noticed that a lot of people cannot cook greens without putting some type of meat in it.
Yeah.
So now these greens are, what's different? What's different about these actually?
Well, first of all, the first thing I would be different is how I prepare them. And what I did, I took the rib out and I rolled it up kind of like a cigar. And then I sliced it real thin. So that's the beginning point. I'm going to walk you all the way through A to Z. Okay. Then the next thing, what I did, I cooked it in a wok. I didn't use no water at all. That's another thing and what that does, like, again, it allows the nutrients. You cooking these greens for hours and hours and hours. Well, what's starting to happen is all the nutrients evaporate. And, you really don't have anything. So that's one of the major things. And then another thing is my lead ingredients on this particular dish is sage. And sage is very healthy for you. It has a million health benefits. So that's my lead ingredient, as well as garlic. I use onions. And also purple. I complement it with purple cabbage, which is also very healthy.
I was getting ready to ask what was the...
Yeah. Okay. I got purple cabbage going on in there, and some red onions. And again, like I say, it's a completely healthy dish. You still have your nutrients in it, and you're putting a lot of good things inside of it. So now, it's complete. You got a nice balance.
So how long do it actually take to cook once you...
Believe it or not, anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. That's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just use coconut. You can either use coconut oil, or you can use olive oil, and and I stir fry it in a wok. You also can stir fry it on top of a stove too, but I just use the wok because I'm cooking so many.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks good, and that's.
And then also, I also complement it with carrot. I added carrots to that too for another health benefit.
Yeah, it actually looks really, really good. And again, you said it takes about 8.
Yeah, if you're going anything outside of, I would say, 12 minutes, you're overdoing it. Yeah, I would say that. That's all it takes.
And this is one of the actual main dishes that people do all the time for Thanksgiving. That's definitely one of them, would be greens.
Right.
So here's one good healthy dish for you for Thanksgiving. So let's talk about the next dish.
Well, the next dish, what I did, I put a spin on potato salad. That's one of my favorites. So what I did with that, I turned that into a curry potato salad. I use curry seasoning. Also paired that with turmeric as well, and onion. I have onion and celery in there. So that's no dairy at all. No dairy whatsoever. Yeah. You can either use Vegenaise or you can use, I believe it's Almost Mayo or something like that. But yeah, I use that. So yeah, it's and mustard seeds and mustard. That's it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And a little cayenne pepper too. A little bite.
Okay,
got a little
I
bite.
see a little red.
I got a little bite. I got a little bite going on. Got a little bite going on.
It looks good. I'll get a chance to taste it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
So how long did it take you to actually make this dish?
Well, the actual process for that, I would say probably about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Once I chop my potatoes down and got everything going boiling, that's really the main process is preparing the potatoes. And after that, everything else is just pretty much take care of itself.
So let me ask you now, if someone wanted to make this dish for Thanksgiving, can they go on your Facebook and will you have the ingredients there? Or?
Well, this particular dish, I believe this is in my cookbook, so I might not get that one up. If it's in the cookbook, I ain't gonna share that with you. But any other dishes, they hit me up on, I'm more than welcome to share. And people that know me, they know that. I don't have no problem sharing. I'm loaded with them. This is what I do all day.
You can actually communicate with you on the
Instagram, Facebook. I got a group. Yeah.
But your group Facebook, the
Diary of a Vegan. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The Diary of a Vegan. You can actually go there, and people that's interested in becoming vegans, you can go and you can ask questions. Al actually communicates all day. I'm watching them, and people even making dishes. I heard you one day, a couple of days ago, someone had some with some sugar in it. I'm like, so he actually monitoring the stuff you eating. So this would be a good thing to go to his page and communicate with him if you're definitely interested. It's been funny because the last couple of weeks, actually since you was last on the show, I've ran into a few people that actually been asking me a lot of questions about vegan and vegetarian, and I'm like, okay,
it's our time. It's our time. It's our time.
Yeah, so you blowing up there, my brother. You blowing up. So now, with the Thanksgiving dinner, you done showed us the greens and the potato salad. What we don't call it potato salad though. You calling it curry? What you call it?
Yeah, I guess curry potato salad. I try to keep things close to home because everybody's so scared when they hear vegan. They think it's a religion.
Right.
So like the collard greens. I try to keep things something that they can relate to. They kind of used to.
Yeah. So now when we want some sweets. Now we need some sweets.
I got some.
Now I'm not a big sweet eater, but. The holidays, everybody take a bite of cake or pie, something for the holidays. So let's talk about this fine-looking pie you have right here.
I got my sweet potato pie right here. Actually, it's a sweet potato and a banana pie. I used coconut cream for that as the sweetener. And Patty, whenever you're ready, you can come holler at me. We can go one-on-one with this. I think I got you hands down. I taste your pie. It's all right, but I got something for you here. But this particular pie here, again, because what actually got me into desserts is when I started researching, I became real conscious like over the last, I would say, year and a half, two, not only just for the vegan lifestyle, because that's been like something that's just like been embedded, but I've been watching my sugar intake. And I'm noticing how like these soft drinks and these cakes and things of this nature got tons and tons of sugar. I had no idea cakes have like 2 cups, a cup and a half of sugar. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing, I've jumped down in the dessert section, and started doing things, to keep people, because we projected to have 2 out of 3 people within the next 10 years supposed to have diabetes. So that's crazy. So I'm like doing something creative with the desserts. This particular dessert here has no sugar whatsoever. I use the natural sweeteners from the banana, which has the potassium, and then that's also another sweetener like I just spoke on, and then coconut cream, which is also healthy for you, and I use that as a sweetener, and then the potato. I sauteed that down. I actually caramelized the banana down and brought the natural sweeteners out, and there you have it. And then I topped it off with a little my special caramel I came up with, and some pecans, some fresh pecans, chopped pecans.
All right, all right. Well, it really looks good. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go to commercial break, and then I want to get a chance to taste a little bit of this, and then I want to talk a little bit more to you about how did you come up with your actual food ideas, and then becoming a vegan. I want to talk a little bit about that when we come back from commercial break. We'll be right back with the chef, with the vegan chef.
International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. Over 20 years of armed security experience. The very best in shopping mall security, inventory watch, find missing loved ones, investigative open legal cases, community policing. Are you taking a vacation this summer? For peace of mind, you need our House Watch service, cheetah surveillance, and much more. International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. That's 1-773-675-8506. Call now.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't come closer. I have rabies. Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesaA1c.org.
Golden's Tropical World. Come to Golden's Tropical World for tropical fish of all sizes, colors, and types, and other small animals like iguanas and birds from all over the world. There are beautiful tanks, pet supply needs, including dog and cat foods, and expert consultation. Check out Golden's Tropical World, 8611 South Ashland Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Call ahead, 773-239-8800.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Brown, Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County, and you are now watching Full Circle television show with your host, Queen.
Golden's Tropical World. Come to Golden's Tropical World for tropical fish of all sizes, colors, and types, and other small animals like iguanas and birds from all over the world. There are beautiful tanks, pet supply needs, including dog and cat foods, and expert consultation. Check out Golden's Tropical World, 8611 South Ashland Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Call ahead, 773-239-8809. Your pet shop.
Good. Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes in your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm of the butt.
International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. Over 20 years of armed security experience. The very best in shopping mall security, inventory watch, find missing loved ones, investigative open legal cases, community policing. Are you taking a vacation this summer? For peace of mind, you need our House Watch service, cheetah surveillance, and much more. International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. That's 1-773-675-8506. Call now.
That's slow. That's slow. Look, he's blushing.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. Just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just, please, don't leave. Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. Over 20 years of armed security experience. The very best in shopping mall security, inventory watch, find missing loved ones, investigative open legal cases, community policing. Are you taking a vacation this summer? For peace of mind, you need our House Watch service, Cheetah surveillance, and much more. International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. That's 1-773-675-8506. Call now.
Excuse me. What time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't come closer. I have rabies. Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesaonc.org.
Welcome back to Full Circle. I'm getting ready to taste this pie. I've been sitting here grubbing the whole commercial break. Oh my God, these greens are so good.
Thank you.
And the curry salad, which is really potato salad. Right. I want to taste this now. You know, I told you I don't eat sweets, right?
Right.
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, this is so good. What is this again? Banana and...
Yeah, that's banana. I have a coconut
my God,
cream.
it tastes so good.
Sweet potato.
So what you got on the top of it now?
Oh, I made a caramel. I made a caramel out of the it's a little hint of what did I do? The coconut cream.
I gotta get another bite. Can I take another? Can I take another bite? Right ahead.
Like that.
Oh my goodness! Let me tell you. I've been hearing people talk about Patty's pies.
Oh yeah, Patty got to come see me. Maybe I got to sing to get out here.
And it's healthy, right? And everything in here is natural.
It's no sugar whatsoever. And like I said, what I did with this particular dish, I brought the natural sweeteners out. With the coconut cream, I was able to caramelize and break down the banana as well as the sweet potato. And that's what you're tasting, the natural sweetness coming out of there.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't have to use any sugar whatsoever. So it's diabetic friendly as well.
Yeah, well, that is definitely delicious. Now, I know we haven't had a whole lot of time, but I wanted to talk a little bit about how did you actually start coming up with some of the ideas of the dishes that you make? And did it have anything to do with places you were eating at? Or let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, my ideas, I mean, years ago, I traveled, you know, and I ate at a lot of high-end restaurants and things of that nature. So with that being said, I've always was intrigued, you know, by, you know, the dishes that they came up with, you know, from, I mean, Italian restaurants, you know, the Thai. So what I do, I incorporate a lot of different elements in my dishes because I've been exposed to that, you know, by my traveling all over, you know. And so I just, you know, try to recreate what I've seen and put it all together, you know.
So before you started cooking, what was it that you actually did? I mean, it's just...
Well, I mean, before I started cooking, I wasn't just cooking this. I was cooking something else, you know, and that led me, you know, and that's how also I'm able to gauge temperature control, you know, and things of that nature because, you know, my experience with other things I was doing at that time, you know, I'm able to incorporate that in my food. So like, you know, you look back on things and you never know where it's gonna go. I never thought I'd be standing here 20 years later, you know, the lifestyle I led, 20 years later I actually be cooking and that would benefit me now, you know. So yeah. And then also I ran a big kitchen. You know, I had a stint, you know, where I had to go to boot camp, you know, and when I did that, that's why I first cultivated my my cooking culinary skills because I was the only person. I ran the kitchen, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and that's when I kind of like felt that I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And it just finally all came together, you know, and here it is today.
And here it is today.
Yeah.
So give us your Facebook, how people can get in contact with you on Facebook.
Well, actually, the Alejandro Experience, that's my Instagram. Then I have on Twitter, The Creative Vegan Chef. I also have a group on Facebook, which is The Diary of a Vegan. And also, you know, you can hit me up as well, you know, on Facebook. And we try to roll from there.
Right, and you can also go to my page, Full Circle TV show host Queen, if you're having a hard time, which I doubt, getting in touch with Al, and especially if you're interested in becoming a vegan, which is the best way to go now.
Yeah. You know, it's one day at a time. I tell everybody, you know, everybody puts so much pressure on themselves with this, and that's not what it's about. You know, everybody, you know, act like they got to wake up tomorrow and not eat meat, and that's not what it's about.
That's not what
it's
about.
I believe the root of everything is happiness. You should be happy doing what you're doing. First of all, I tell everybody, educate yourself on why you even doing this, and you know, and stay with something that you like. If you like Chinese dishes, stick with Chinese dishes. You like soul food, eat vegan soul food. You know, people want to just go way out the box, you know, and when I do meal plans with people, I ask them, I say, well, what is your favorite food? Because if you don't like Italian food, I'm not going to give you an Italian meal plan. I'm going to give you something that you like. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I do not eat sweets, pies, cakes, but I'm going to finish eating this piece of pie.
I'm glad you enjoyed
I mean, really, even when I go to the vegetarian restaurants and I eat out, I never, Mommy, I hope you're watching.
I was looking forward to seeing it too. I was looking forward to seeing it.
I hope you are watching because you're going to be so jealous with this pie. She loves sweets. Yeah. But I'm telling you, it tastes so good, so natural.
Yeah.
And it's not too sweet. It's just like I said, it's all natural. Now, what you did with that pie again? Because I'm going to try. You know, I'm telling you, this is so good.
I'll shoot that one to you. Like I
can get that one.
I can eat that one. The key to this pie is, like I said, basically your cream. You got to take your cream and caramelize your ingredients, which would be the sweet potato and banana. Bring out the natural sweeteners. Then you're going to use coconut milk as well. And, you know, that's going to give you a balance. So like you said, it's not too sweet.
Right.
It'll give you a nice balance.
Right. And this is something that everybody makes.
Yeah. That's why I had to master that. I had to. They run me out the house. I couldn't come over for Thanksgiving. I had to have this sweet potato pie. You know, this just does it for them. And so, yeah.
Okay, and again with the greens, because the greens you actually have onions.
I have onion, I have garlic, I have the purple cabbage, I have carrots. Like I said, the lead ingredient on this is sage. And the reason, like I said again, that I chose sage because it's so healthy for you and it brings so many benefits. And it has a nice taste as well. So I use the sage and then I chop garlic. And then I stir fried it. You know, like I say, it shouldn't take you no more than 10 minutes. But the key, again, is taking the ribs out, get that out of there, and then you roll it up and you slice it thin. So it's easy to digest. And it cooks well.
So now, again, with your book, a lot of these recipes would definitely be in the book.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I try to cover all the bases. I got salad dressings. I got salads. I got breakfast foods, dinners. Now desserts. That's what's taking them.
I'm telling you, that dessert.
Yeah, so I
just cannot believe that pie.
When I do things, I try to think of the masses. And like I say, when I found out, people, man, I don't eat desserts no more, and I started looking into it, I'm like, I got to come up with some desserts. 'Cause this is crazy. 1 and 2 cups of sugar, white sugar at that. Oh, we got to do better than that. So that's why I came up with that one.
So let me ask you, how do you eat on a regular? I mean, I'm sure, because I see where you have different dishes, but I know that you not, so are you like on this, well, okay, I'm gonna eat this morning, or I don't eat at all until late at night, or how do you eat on a regular?
The people inspire me. I mean, really, I just, every day it's a new adventure. It really is. Every day I'm creative. Every day I wake up, thinking about the inboxes I get, people trying to overcome different things with their health. So it's like it comes through me out of nowhere. Actually, it's every day it's a new adventure. I'm coming up with something. I'm creating. You see how hard I work on it every day.
But what I'm saying is you making all these different dishes every day. So that's why I'm asking, how do you eat personally, on a regular? Like, everybody get up in the morning and say, I want some breakfast. I'm going to do breakfast. And then it's time for lunch. I mean, you doing all of these meals all day, every day.
It's like a theme. It's like I go by themes. It's like what I feel. Like if I feel like, and that's the beauty of just being exposed, different cultures. I'm able to put it all together because once you start looking at it like that, and you're able to venture out and build as a chef. You're able to build. And so, if I feel Mexican, I'm going to use the Mexican spices that day, do me some tacos. If I want some jerk, I'm going to get up and make me some jerk, So I just go off of feel and themes, And sometimes I just get crazy with it. I just,
So what's your vegetarian meal your vegan meal for Thanksgiving for tomorrow at home?
Oh man, well,
I'm getting personal now. I know.
I'm here to tell you what I'm actually doing. I'm getting on the grill tomorrow. I'm going to do. I'm stuffing the big portobello mushrooms. I'm going to stuff those with what do I have? I think it's cauliflower. The lead spice, and then I'm going to use is rosemary. I'm going to make a. What did I just buy today? It's this sauce I've been looking for. When we get back to that, it'll come to me. But I'm going to stuff those in banana leaves. I'm going to load it up with dressing. Then I'm going to put my veggies in there. I got Swiss chard. I'm going with Swiss chard. I'm going with the small Brussels sprouts and horseradish. I'm making a horseradish dressing to go on top of that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing for myself, as well as this. I got tons of other stuff I cook, but me personally, I'm gonna get on the grill, and that's gonna be my only special thing.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to tell you happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate you coming out and sharing these special dishes with us. I'm gonna eat some more of that pie. As soon as the show over, I'm eating some more of that pie. But I want to thank you again, and you must come visit us one more again with some more special dishes of Al, the vegan chef. I want to thank you. You all know my motto, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all enjoy the holiday, enjoy your family. Same time, same place, right here next week. Peace, and we out of here.
What's that now? What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right. What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right. What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? What ain't? That's a bad chick. What ain't? Look at shorty right.